What's up, fellow photographers? Ryan here from Photos by Hafey, and today I'm going to be taking some landscape shots with two cameras at once. Check it out. All right, so the premise here is I'm going to be doing kind of I guess you could call it a style of photography it's not new to me. I didn't invent it, but I have seen it before, and it's pretty cool. And basically what it entails is using an old film camera, kind of like this. I think a lot of people use larger format cameras, but I'll make it work with this one. But basically what you do is you take off this top element here, which is kind of like the prism for the viewfinder, helps you see what's coming through the lens. And you compose your shot using this camera by looking through here, and then you take a picture of what you see in here with, in this case, my Canon 7D Mark II. So I am at a trail that's kind of near my home in the Henderson, Nevada area, and I'm gonna see if I can get some shots as the sun is going down of the surroundings. So let's see what we can come up with here. All right, so for starters, what I'm gonna try to do is just get some wider shots. Now granted, this is a 50mm lens, not something you typically want to use when you're shooting landscapes. But in this case, I've got a couple different compositions here that I can use. There's some mountains over here with the sun setting. Out there is Las Vegas, and we've got some off-roaders in the distance, just doing wonders for my audio. But we've got some bushes here that we're going to try to compose between, try to use the mountains here in the distance. And again, I'm going to be composing with this camera, looking through the viewfinder here, and then taking the picture of that with this camera. So let's see what we can do here. I am finding that the most difficult part about this so far is not getting the exposure right, not all that. It's composing with the film camera first, because everything goes backwards. So if you move the camera to the right, everything that you're seeing looks like it's moving to the left. So it's kind of looking at yourself with a mirror in a mirror, if you know what I mean. Maybe not, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, but right now I'm moving to a different location to try to find a little bit better composition, and I think I might have one. Look at the moon over there. All right, so from this vantage point here, I'm able to play off of, I believe, this bush here. It's hard to tell from the viewfinder. And then I've got the moon and the mountains in the background. Got a cool composition here. The road just kind of goes straight down this way. The pavement turns a little bit different color. Nice leading line straight up through the center of the frame. So I'm gonna try to get a couple shots of that. The other thing you have to be careful of is where your feet are positioned. You don't want to get your feet in the frame. How is your hand positioned? Because your hand's gonna be in the frame. There's a lot of things to think about here, a lot of balls to juggle at the same time. It would help if my camera was on. Look at this sunset. That is awesome. I can't not stop and shoot this. I'm finding that I'm having to up my ISO, which is natural since the sun is going down, a little bit less light. So I'm about ISO 800, but it's difficult again because if this is composing right into the sunset, then I'm getting a lot of light through here. And if I take a picture of a bright composition in here, then I'm blowing out the highlights here, but everything around the camera ends up being somewhat dark. So that's the challenge here, is kind of finding that right balance. The other thing to consider with respect to composition is that I can pull the picture that I take from this camera into Lightroom and crop it out as much as I want to, but whatever shows up in this little portion of the camera, on the portion of the frame in this viewfinder here, I can't crop that. So I have to get this composition exactly right if I want the picture that I take out of this camera to look at all good. But man, look at that sunset. if I can compose a shot with the moon kind of between this power line structure here. I gotta get some just normal pictures of this sunset. I can't pass this up. So the whole point of this exercise was to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm not doing anything technically new or original. People have done this before, but it's something that I've never really done before, and I wanted to give it a try and see what I can come up with. And I had fun. I learned something. I learned that it wasn't very easy, but it was fun. I had fun. I'm gonna go home now. I'm excited to put these shots into the computer. If you have any challenges for me, any style of photography, any style of shot that you want to see me go out and try to capture, leave me a comment below, and I'm always up for a challenge. I'm always up to try new things. So that'll be it for this video, and I'm gonna have a nice relaxing walk back to my car as I stare into this lovely thing. Peace out, y'all.